Hey, good morning, everybody. This is your Saturday morning wake-up call. How's everybody doing today? This is Kevin from Quan's Making Sense.
How you doing?
In the house, we also have son of a silver stacker, the cerebral numismatist, Triple S.
Good morning, sir. How you doing? Fine Saturday. Hey, Tiny. What's up, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you
Yes,
guys
our
doing?
mentor ceremonies is in the house.
Sorry I wasn't here directly on time. I run into a little
Hey,
issue
hey,
with my
man,
puppy dog and his food.
it just came live, so man, perfect timing.
Cool. Katie Graham, honorary gypsy. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Also have Yoke fan in the house. As Teca de Oro.
Hey,
Good morning, good morning.
good morning.
Katie Grant. We have a son of a silver stacker. Somebody's making some sense. I don't know how much, but I mean, hey, don't know about that guy. He can be shifty.
Yeah.
Yoke fan.
Yo.
More coming in. We got Brock Cornett in the house. Hello, hello. Common Sense. Good morning.
Good morning.
Brock
Good morning.
Good morning to you. And you, and you, and you. And
Ringmaster Ray.
Ray. Silver Wolverine.
Hey, Wolvie's in the house.
And he just dropped an amazing video this morning. Did you guys check that out yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I got in the queue.
Nice.
Open with my 50 tabs or so I got.
Yeah. It's about the 2023 uncirculated and proof Morgan Peace silver dollars. He asked the question, is this the beginning of something bigger? So that's really great. And I hope if you haven't watched it, make sure you put it in your queue so that you can check that out. Good stuff.
So we had a pretty good auction last night. We had about 20 items sell off pretty well.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Tiny, we owe it all to you.
So true.
No. I just do my job just like anybody else, and I just love doing it. Probably more than anybody else doing auctions. I love doing it. I really do.
You know what? I believe in positive reinforcement, and you earned it.
Brian64, where are you? We need to go there now.
Yes.
He says he smells someone grilling outside already this morning, and it's like,
oh man,
what?
I haven't had breakfast yet. Come on, guys.
Ooh, you know what I had for breakfast? I'll tell you. I made myself some hash browns, some pork sausage. I had cheese, egg on a sourdough piece of toast, and some salt and pepper on there, and it was epic. Muy sabor.
I had some Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I was gonna say Diet Peach Tea. So
Diet Peach Tea.
What are you guys trying to do to yourselves?
In Pennsylvania.
In PA. Okay.
John Argent, good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. You're going to be going to the Sharonville show in a couple weeks?
I wish I was up there.
I'm sorry?
I wish I was up there because I know exactly where it's at. It's in the Drury. I used to stay in that exact Drury all the time.
Yeah.
That and right across the street, down behind Bob Evans at the La Quinta.
Mm-hmm.
We used to stay out there too.
Actually, yeah, that's where I stayed the first time I was out there, and I was at Marriott, just on the road from there when I went last year. This year, I'm still waiting for the PTO to be approved. Well, actually, I take that back. It got approved yesterday. So,
oh wow,
nice.
Now I actually get to book the trip.
EMR Coins, good morning. AZ Coins, good morning. Wally Warner,
yes.
Safety 13.
Safety.
John Argent, no, not this year. Many other expenses. Man, I hear you. It's been a tough year on us all.
AZ, good morning.
Spilt paint. My 100 coin Philly bags have finally arrived. 2 years later. Oh, Safety 13. Good morning. Good morning. Man, so good to see everybody here this morning.
Oh, we were talking about the auction.
Mhm.
I'm sorry I couldn't get that those couple things to sell for you last night.
Man, it's all good. You know what? Sometimes it just depends on who's in the audience. It depends on the right articles. It happens.
It's the beginning of the month. Mortgages and rents are due. I mean,
Yep.
Exactly.
it's that time of the month.
You
so to
know what?
speak.
Wait till the 5th. I need to wait till the 15th of the month in order to get that kind of big
Yeah.
stuff up and going, because that's when people don't have those big expenses on their docket.
Yep. But I still feel bad whenever I don't produce for you gentlemen.
Hey, man, it's all good. It's
Leaving
part of the job.
for 15 days at the gold claim. Gonna be smoking hot.
Eric, man.
Nice.
Say Eric. Is that his name? Eric?
Eric EMR Coins.
Okay, Eric. Cool.
All right. So, what all has been happening this week? Man, if you guys are subscribed to the Facebook channel for Coins Making Sense, I've been posting up a lot of articles lately. Some of them have been about modern stuff. Some of them have been about new old items that are getting auctioned. One of them, which was put up yesterday, Mint official explains the weight differences for silver proof sets.
Yep.
Whoops.
They explained it all right.
Yeah, and let's here. I'm going to go solo here for just a moment. Thank you, sir. That way I can get more of the article on here. Questions have been raised by some collectors about the silver content. Collector Bob Myers noted YouTube video uploaded by
Who's that guy?
the Silver Stacker. Man, you're famous.
And I don't know if it was the silver content, because I didn't say that it wasn't 3/9 fine, or maybe 90% silver, or sterling 925 silver. I was talking about the weight. And well, go
And
ahead, take it away, sir.
the way I look at it, it's talking about the weight.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
suggested that the silver content in the dime, half dollar, and quarters in the 22 silver proof is reduced from previous years. So that suggests to me weight more than it does actual the actual fiscal. And let me adjust this so you can see more
There
of
you
the
go.
article. Much better. So Myers refers to the conversion differences between the dime 22 versus 21. 2.537 grams versus 2.457 grams. And then the troy ounces, quarters, 0.204 ounces versus 0.199 ounces. And the half dollar at 0.408 ounces in 21 versus 0.399 in 22.
Negligible. All of it negligible. Really.
All of it's negligible.
But here's the thing. Go ahead. Finish up. You got more.
Son of a Silver Stacker suggests or hypothesizes that it might be coming from a lack of thickness or the diameter on the coins. And now I'm trying to scroll on the StreamYard instead of on the actual webpage itself. Okay. Coin World queried the U.S. Mint for an explanation on the silver content. And spokesman Mike White explains that the silver content has not changed for any of the coins. We made the decision last year to list our precious metals in troy ounces. So they made the decision last year to convert it over. Okay.
See, if you go to the United States Mint webpage and you look at silver proof set from 2021, It says here the silver content is 0.984 ounces or 27.9 grams. And the one thing I failed to realize when I was looking at this and building this theory is that the mint in their genius went from calling it ounces to troy ounces and back to grams. So that begs the question, why do they keep changing from year to year, or go 2 years with one way reporting it as ounces and then reporting it as troy ounces the following year? Not sure what's going on with that. Why would they do that, and why is that change necessary?
And I know if you do it in grams, it's going to be a little more precise.
Yes.
So, I mean, that might be a reason for them to switch to the grams versus troy ounces or vice versa. Troy ounces is just much more accepted within metallic
In the precious metals
metallurgical
arena.
arenas. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Why would the mint say that they are ounces of metal, of precious metal silver, when generally in the precious metal community, you wouldn't generally ever hear silver being weighed as just in ounces? It would be troy ounces. And for them to report that at the U.S. Mint, where they deal in precious metals, is just off to me. It just doesn't make any
Uh,
sense.
it it seems like some tomfoolery or skullduggery or
Well,
some kind of malfeasance.
Silver Wolverine says, clear as mud.
Yes. I also like the fact that he's looking for somebody that is majored in U.S. Mint science math.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what? It's confusing. It can throw anybody off. But pretty much reading this here, so the dime example below, rather than use 2.537 grams, the normal weight, we use 2.486 grams, the lower spec limit weight. So when they reported the weights this year, they should have reported it as at least, how would they? Okay, I know there was another thing that was doing this. It is at least this weight or greater.
Why not just
You
average
said-
it, give the middle number, and then let the tolerance be higher or lower?
Exactly. But you know what? Have you ever looked at like your internet bill?
Yeah.
Are you getting a download speed of 2 megabytes or
Terabyte.
do you get a gigabyte of
Yeah.
internet speed? Do you get on average a gigabyte or do you get at least a gigabyte?
Does your burger at McDonald's look like the one in the picture in the ad?
No.
Yeah, right.
But this is what they're doing. They're just saying, okay, we're promising you at least 1 gig internet instead of telling you on average you'll have 1 gig of internet.
Gotcha.
That's about the best way that I can explain what they're doing with this.
But by the way that they listed it, now that they're using the lower end, it does make it look like less.
It does.
When we're used to, and it says it right there, rather than use 2.537 grams, the nominal weight, we use 2.486.
The lower
Okay,
one.
those two numbers are different. The
Mhm.
2.486 is clearly lower. So anyone, that can do 2 plus 2 equals 6, right?
Yep.
That's what they're
Yeah.
saying. So they're using the lower number and it makes it look lower. I thought the exact same thing. Lower weights mean less silver.
Yep.
Not explaining that you're getting, minimum weight of.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just a matter of semantics.
Yeah, it really is.
And that's all it is. It's just, I hate to say a shell game, but it's a shell game.
Yeah.
They're pretty
Over
much
here at the shiny red button while
it's
we read through the
Comcast
wall.
versus it's Comcast Xfinity versus AT&T.
Right.
I mean, Comcast says you get at least this much internet. AT&T, you might get somewhere in this range internet. So, I mean, yeah, that's about the best example that I can remember for something along these lines. And yeah, it just makes it look very suspicious.
Yep.
So something we're going to be doing later in this stream, I have a 2022 proof set. Let me go back to myself. I have a 2020 silver proof set. I have a 2022 silver proof set. We are going to be taking these lenses and we're going to be weighing them up.
How are you going to open them?
That's the question. Now, I do have my letter opener here, which I've used in the past for opening up these sets.
Ooh.
We will see.
Yeah.
Because I got the electronic scale here. We're going to see and match up these weights.
Yep. That's so cool.
And we're going to try to lay this to rest. Because Mint, yeah, you're trying to confuse us with math. And we're not that good at math to begin with. So I mean, it's not that hard to do.
The maths scare me.
Exactly. So we're going to take a look, and if it falls within what is their tolerance, like 1/100th of a troy ounce,
Something like that.
So I mean, yeah, if it's within an acceptable amount of range, then they are essentially the same. And that's what they're telling you here in this press release.
Yep. While we did go lower, it's still within range.
Yep.
Yep.
So who?
But those numbers over hundreds of thousands of sets, those numbers add up.
That they do.
How many sets could they have produced if the lower number wasn't used?
How many sets less, really? How many fewer?
Well,
yeah, that's what I mean. How many more could they have made? Because if they take a little bit of silver out of each of them, like if you have 10, you take a little bit of silver out of each of them, you could make another set or two.
Well, I think didn't we do the math a couple of weeks ago on that? And
we did.
We found that and actually I still have that spreadsheet available here. And pretty much with all of the information between the 2020 and yeah, it might help if I do this on the actual spreadsheet itself. Between the difference of the 2020 and the 2022 sets, those numbers give you 0.0364 less troy ounce. Adding all that up to see where it would get us up to the 1.5, it was 40 proof. It would be 40 proof sets of savings would yield one proof set.
Wow.
And if they have 260,000 of them,
Right.
and you said 40,
Yep.
40.
that would yield 6,500 of them.
So
And
we
you
got
multiply that by $105.
So does that mean we got 605 more sets this year because of that savings?
6,500 more sets.
6,500. Yeah.
You multiply that.
I'm missing the decimal places too.
Yeah.
105. Wow. Why is it hitting it twice? Hang on. 65 times 105 equal. Wow. I can't do the math because it keeps hitting the equal twice. My left click is double clicking and I don't know why. And I'm not that fast.
Time to clean the mouse.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't know if the kids out there remember, but back in the day when there was actually a roller ball in the bottom of the mouse, you
Yeah.
actually had to open it up. You had to clean the lint off the rollers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember taking an X-Acto knife and cutting that really easy, not to mess up the rollers.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, you see, back in my day, Sonny.
yeah, taking Windex to the ball to clean it off
The
because it
wind
was,
next to the ball.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's just wild, you know.
Yeah, let me tell you about the wild, wild west days of dial up.
In
Exactly.
case you
You had
youngins
to
don't
sit
know,
there and wait
that
for
was
the
the internet
picture to
connection.
render line by line.
Yeah. When AOL was boss.
You have mail.
Hmm.
I actually downloaded that as a text tone on my phone.
I still have my original AOL account.
You see, I was with AOL for a while, but when we got rid of it finally, it was still back in the day before you could keep your emails.
Yeah. I still use mine to this day.
You know, I have noticed that. I did see that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Down
Yep,
in
we
Mexico.
were, yeah, dial up was painful.
Oh yeah.
Good morning to the
Good
panel.
morning,
Donald in New
Donald.
Mexico.
Got Bill Gibson in
Real good.
here. We got Spilt Paint. Seen Spilt Paint cut the tip of his finger off
Hey!
right next to the boss's son. I hope he went running away squeamish. But he said he duct taped it back together and went on working. That's a man right there, boy.
You
Yep.
know, my dog bit my earlobe off, and I taped it back together. You know how like chicken fat's all sticky and stuff?
Yeah.
That's how I got my ear to stick back to itself. It was all sticky, so I was like, well, I guess it'll stay on there. So I just got some tape and I stayed it on there for a couple days, and it stuck.
Good morning, teacher 1388.
Smoking coins. Good morning. Good morning. They should have arrows like back when they changed the weights during the seated coinage.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, if you didn't take a look at that before, the seated coinage when they changed the weights, I want to say what 18 somewhere in the 1850s. They changed the size of the half of the half dollar was changed in 1836, but the quarter and the dime were changed in the 1850s. But when they went from the larger planchet down to the size that we know today, they actually put arrows onto right between the date. So it was like arrow 1852 and then arrow. And that way it denoted that this was the new weight of dime.
So they were being shady even back then.
Well, it was harder to be shady back then because they
Yeah.
didn't do it with any kind of style or class. They just made the bloody thing smaller. I mean, I'm sorry, it was obvious. If they were if they were trying to keep a secret, then they weren't very good at it.
Water the possibilities. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Arrows and rays in 1853. I knew it was right around there. Thank you, Donald.
Bad
Yeah,
day.
then the reverse when they had the rays in between the stars. Yeah, apparently that was killing the dice back then. That much detail.
Oh,
So
I bet.
they only did the rays for a couple of years.
Imagine what the mint knows what to make on their dies and what not, what works, what doesn't work. You know, high, low, raise devices. Within a close proximity to each other. I imagine those don't do well. Those
Nope.
rays, some of the rays on the new American Silver Eagle look kind of iffy too, because they're very thin, very lean, especially near the tops. They look kind of suspect. But maybe
Mhm.
that's part of the security device. I don't know.
Well, they said that they softened the obverse,
Hmm.
made it a little more rounded so that it looked more like Walking Liberty.
Beautiful design.
Anywhere where there's a high and a low spot, those ledges are really easy to, like when it comes to a 90 degree on something in a coin,
Mhm.
like
Yep.
those rays, like the corner of Washington's mouth where it dips
I was
in there.
just gonna say, yeah.
You know,
Oh, the
because
I was
cold
just
weather.
gonna say,
one's coming this way, and the other two are going this way, down into the corner of his mouth, and then his upper lip raises up and goes over. So that's like triple the silliness of
yeah,
why they designed it that way.
that,
Well, that's
yeah,
the
that's how you
original
get that.
design.
That's how you get the herpes error
Yep,
over there. George was kissing somebody other than Martha that day.
kissing something.
And you know what else is going on? It's that the bridge of the nose is also seeing a good deal of errors as well. And I'm not sure if it's due to the bridge being different than the rest of the nose, but there's some witchy poo action going on there.
Yeah, I got that
Oh,
big witch's wart on the nose.
getting a bump on the nose.
Imagine if we got a what did I just say? Witchy poo designation.
Witchy poo.
Come on,
Wiccan
Annex.
Washington.
Yeah, come on, Annex. You got this.
You got this. You can do it. You can do it.
Man, Arrows and Rays in 53. Wolverine, I was too young in 1853. Can't remember the change. So yeah, Wolvie, how old were you?
Not even in your grandpa's daddy's eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna put it at about a negative 120. Because yeah, I want to say that's negative 120 something for me. Negative 124. So yeah, none of my relatives were over here for me, Europe yet. That's how early that is for me.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family got here in like 1950s, 1960s.
Oh
They
wow.
went to Canada first. And so I'm the first generation on that side to be born in the United States.
Fascinating.
And that's why I
Yeah.
have the dual citizenship.
Well, yeah, you've been saying, yeah, British citizenship, right?
Yeah.
Well, cheers, my friend.
Yeah. I can actually be knighted if that's even worthy. Probably not.
I was gonna say we have Sir Ian, Sir Patrick, and Sir Triple S.
Sir son of a. Just fill in the rest of my information.
Hello. I was actually knighted.
Isn't that
Yes,
awesome?
sir.
Yep.
Then good sir, I beseech you.
It was an honorary knighting, but I was still knighted. Sword and ceremony and all. Touch on both. And, and I was thinking the whole time they're going to cut my ear off. And he actually grazed my ear as he come over the other side. And I was like, yep, there it goes.
Goner.
No pain. So I was like, okay, we're good. We're good.
I was gonna say, I believe there was a John Goodman movie quite a while ago, King Ralph,
Yeah.
and they play that gag.
Yeah.
That
Can
was
I
They
make-
like slice that dude open. And he's like, oh.
I think we need
boom.
to change. We need to change the name of the Good Morning to You with Sir Tiny.
No. When I was on that other stream, when I was a moderator on the other big channel, there was a lot of that going on.
Okay.
Understood. All right, so yeah, Wolvie, yeah. Let's see here. Donald, New Mexico. My granddad was born in 1882.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I need to. Yeah, my great great grandparents were born in the 1890s,
Wow, that's amazing. That's so
1890s,
cool.
1880s. So yeah, and that was the generation that came over, pretty much from all my sides of the family.
What part of Europe are you from? Your family from?
I'm an American mutt, so I am Polish, Hungarian, German, and they called everything over there Russia today, but I was told that we come from Kiev, so or
Nice.
Kiev.
Right. Depending on your politics, I guess.
I'm French.
Well, hey,
Well,
at the time that I talked to my grandmother, she was saying we're from White Russia, so that it was before it was even called Ukraine.
nice.
That's the breadbasket of the world right there, I hear.
My
Ain't that the
my
truth?
family's from France and Welsh.
Yep.
My last name actually comes from a part that they used to call in Welsh a part of the, I'm not going to say it, but you know they used to call, and it was people of the, and that's exactly where my last name came from. I've actually got my family crest and everything.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's not all that. It's got two pigs on it.
Thanks for all
Well,
the possibilities.
two boars, but still.
Hey, come on, those are powerful animals.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we are coming up. It's 9:30. So should we start weighing some of these out?
That is totally up to you, sir.
I say yes, but you got to open them up first, and please be careful. I'm stressed out about that.
All right. Well, I have the weight here. I have my little electronic scale, and let's go to a side-by-side view.
Spilled Paint says, I love a good bread basket. Extra butter, please. Absolutely. Man, I'm all about some butter.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Butter,
so
butter, not margarine oil. Butter.
so this is the 2020 yep, 2020 proof quarters, silver proof quarters.
Oh, look at those.
Let me make sure I got the right edge here. These things are actually quite easy to open up. So
Watch your finger. What are you
I
doing?
know, dude. Good Lord. And you were a Cub Scout?
Cut away, man.
quite a
Cut
while
away.
ago.
Weren't you a Eagle Scout too?
No, unfortunately, I cannot have that claim to fame.
Yeah, I don't either.
I got
I was a Boy
to
Scout, but
I got to first class, and pretty much I didn't have much time left for the scouts, so I had to drop. So as you can see, I have it most of the way open now.
Wow.
So just need to pop the other two corners.
So dangerous.
Yeah, that thumb, man. You need that thumb.
I'm just gonna be like, and we don't get to see it.
yeah.
And pardon us for technical difficulties.
Spilt Paint says, "LOL." I see blood hitting the scale if we don't watch out. I know we're all puckering up over here.
I've done this more than once, so
Yeah, that prairie quarter is amazing down in Mexico. It is a gorgeous. They had some of the most beautiful beautiful quarter designs here. I personally, the bat coin and the tall grass are for me. I love that beautiful butterfly, and that field is so open and so beautiful. It's just gorgeous, so reflective.
okay. Before I go any further past this step, I'm definitely putting the glove on.
His blood doesn't scare me. We don't need no stinky
Now, the way
reds.
these are in here, this is looks like a plastic tray. They are snapped in pretty tight. but they are easily removable.
Yep. Just poke 'em out.
So you said the back quarter is nice. So
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Oh, sly.
now I'm going to put a little pedestal on here so I don't have it directly
Metal on metal.
on.
Yeah, no metal on metal. That's not
And
great.
let's tear that.
Now that's ounces Troy or ounces?
This is ounces Troy.
Okay, cool.
See, ounces Troy.
OCT.
And let's tear this one more time.
And it should be 0.199.
This is the
Over.
2020.
Yeah, this is over. If they were to match this
2020.
year's, it would have been 0.199. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. My bad.
And well, here, if we look at the spreadsheet again, quarter weight 2020 in Troy ounces is 0.204
Nailed it.
and 0.205.
Yep. Well within tolerance at thousandth place. No big deal.
Yep. All right. So I am going to replace this into the.
Now, since you destroyed that, you can just go ahead and send it to me, and I'll dispose of it.
Make sure you take the fractional
Actually,
silver out.
that's the good thing about these. I didn't destroy it.
Shh. Yes, you did.
Miss Southern Belle in the house. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Miss Southern Belle. Good to see you.
So 2.205. Okay. Good to know.
Okay. Now we have our American women's quarters proof
Dun,
set.
dun, dun. These are gorgeous. I mean, come on. Look at these.
Yeah, thank
Look
you.
at
for
the
not
last
putting your
quarters. Those were
sliding
amazing.
pipe on the-
These are even more amazing than the last quarters. And those
Yeah.
last quarters were epic.
Yep. Thank you for not putting your
So
slice
nervous.
pipe on the camera.
Are you guys nervous as I am?
A little bit.
I feel like
I got the little queasy.
my reputation's at
Still
stake
not.
here. All of it.
No,
Everything I've ever done.
everything you've ever.
It all culminates.
It all comes down. To that.
Yeah, it all culminates to
It
this
all
one
comes down to
quarter
that.
weight. But
All
yeah,
right, got half of it
2.205.
done.
And I think it's kind of suspect on how easily he's opening these cases too.
You can ask Mickey Minsky or anybody else out there that opens these. And actually, you can also ask Triple S there. He saw them before the stream this morning,
They were
and
so
they
great.
were mint fresh. I opened the box
Yep.
live in our green room.
Yep. I
Nice.
was there.
Ooh, I heard breaking.
So if we're looking at here 0.205, man,
Yep.
I don't know why it's hitting so many.
Okay, so here we are in the raw. The top is off. Here are those faces of Washington. And you know what? We have my Angelou here, and she just fell. Okay, I am tearing the scale.
There it is. It weighs the same, if not just a hair under.
Wow.
0.204 Troy ounces, which is exactly what they showed at the other one.
Okay.
So this is within the mint tolerance.
Yes. So these women quarters have not been marginalized. They have not been degraded or anything in their stature, in their silver content, their silver weight, or any of that. They are exactly like all the other silver quarter dollars that you can find in any of the other silver proof sets. Now, I think the confusion came along with the way the mint was reporting these weights. Sometimes they report it in Troy ounces. Sometimes they report it in just ounces, which is odd for precious metals, and then in just grams, which is reasonable. Grams are reasonable, and Troy ounces are reasonable. I think what is unreasonable is calling them just in just ounces. So hopefully they won't do that anymore. And if they do that going forward, hopefully we're well versed in their I don't want to say manipulation, but we got to ask the question, why change it? Why not have a standardized way of reporting the weights and measurements? Don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't understand either.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, it makes you look duplicitous. It makes you look like you're trying to hide something when you're actually not. I mean, we
Yeah.
just saw 1/1000th of a troy ounce.
And think of all the time and brain power we've lost on this for nothing because it was a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Tiny, you good, brother?
Yeah. Am I froze?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I got a good look on my face too.
You
Don't I?
got.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got that sleepy. I'm asleep.
Jumbotron right there for you. There you go. Safety
Thanks.
13.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm gonna be taking this snippet from this video, and we're gonna be making a regular video on this,
You know,
so people can see the difference. People can see that there is no difference.
Donald in New Mexico says next they will report them in grains. You're
Now
getting
you
so much
want
more
even
now.
more confusing? Do it in penny weights, because that's another
Yeah, they could go that
weight
route.
that they use, and they use that even more in currency than they do the troy ounces.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's incredible.
But yes, if you haven't done so already, we have 28 people in here. Hit that like, thumbs up, show YouTube who's boss.
Now, if you want to probably get more content in the video that you're going to edit this one down to, I would say, obviously, hey,
Shall we
maybe
do the half?
Yeah, you read my mind. See?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I have ESPN.
And Fox Sports.
Well,
I think they're now Bailey's Sports, so or Bally's.
Hey, semantics. It's still Fox to me, okay?
All right, so here we have the 2020 silver proof set lens, and once again, I'm going to put on a glove because I don't like handling proofs in the raw.
You know what, Kevin? Which weight would you rather work within? What parameters? Me personally, I'm Silver Frogman says I would rather weigh in grams or in troy ounces and not penny weights. But for me, if we could do grams, that would be fantastic because
Then
grams.
let's do this in grams. I'll just
no. Well, I mean, I guess you could.
Pennyweight's usually reserved for like scrap jewelry and stuff like that. Pawn shops use pennyweights.
Yes.
When I worked at a pawn shop, that's what we weighed everything in, was pennyweight.
Grams right there, ounces, troy ounces, CT, DT, grams. Golden grams.
I love golden grams.
We have a box right now.
See, I'm jealous. Don't do me like
All
that.
right, so let's get cracking.
Yeah, Smoking Coins, 90% to 3/9 fine was a big plus, and it made me reconsider the silver proof sets altogether.
See if I can find a good seam to work on here. There it is.
Yep, pawn shops too. I just like grams better.
Yep.
Golden grams. Remember that, golden grams. It's easier to convert in grams than anything else. It's just easier math-wise. What do you guys think is easiest math-wise for weighing? Grams, troy ounces, ounces?
Depends on how big the item
grains.
is, really.
That's true.
If you want,
here's my car.
If you want to be as specific as possible, go grams, because that is the finest weight level.
Yep.
It's the most precise.
And how far back would you go on the decimal? 3?
Well, I'm only allowed to do what my scale allows me to. So I have the two decimal places on the grams.
There you go.
Okay, so here we are in the raw.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh,
What year is this, sir?
look at that link it says.
This
This is
is the
2020.
2020.
Yep, 2020.
Look at that link it
I
says.
saw Elizabeth Petrovich, and I'm like, 2020. Petrovich? Man.
And you can tell that this is live because it's taking so long.
No, it's actually really not. It's actually really, you're doing great.
Yeah.
You just think it is.
Okay. So this is 2020 Kennedy half,
Man, it's beauty.
12.54 grams.
Okay, wait a minute. The 2020?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, here I am at the 2020 on the Mint website, and it says the Kennedy half dollar should weigh 12.685 grams.
So that's a little
12.685.
light. Okay, but if we look at their lower tolerance, which is listed for the 2022, it's 12.41. So this is within their tolerance.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Not the higher end, the lower end,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
which they made that clear.
Remember on the quarter for the 2020, we were on the higher end of the tolerance.
Yes, one we had at 205, the other was 204, and the 204 was the
204
older
is
one.
the precise.
Yep, and that was the older one, the dime. Fractional silver, baby. Silver Frogman says, "This is really cool that you're doing this. Coin's making sense. I know, right? This is amazing. What are the possibilities?" Says, "I wonder what made the U.S. Mint switch to 3/9 fine silver after all these years of 90% possibility, or possibly it was the price of copper and nickel. That could be, but that was only in 2019 they switched."
Yep.
M4A2 Master. Good morning.
Okay, so we are tearing the information. .53 to 2.54.
Perfectly matched. 2.53 exact match.
All right.
And that was 2020, folks. So now we're going to head over to 2022 and see what's all the hubbub.
Yep. Now we go back to the future.
I love that movie, Marty. Marty,
you gotta come back with me.
Great Scott. It's your kids.
It's your kids. No, it's not you. It's not your wife. It's your kids.
Something's got to be done about your kids.
Because it's funny, because your kids are the future.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they are your future. They are everything.
If I look at Zoe as the future, I'm doing all right.
The future's
All right.
open.
That's put back together now.
Mm-hmm.
And Minty
They don't
Fresh.
have that many decimal points down in Mexico.
Minty Fresh from the 2022 silver set. And I just opened this for the first time, and this is the first time I'm noticing that the scent is cockeyed.
Cockeyed. How was the reverse? Is it also cockeyed?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I was going to be like, man, maybe you got a winner.
Yeah, really? Have a die rotation like that?
I don't think there's been a die rotation like that in a very long time.
Yeah, they're pretty locked in their hubs nowadays.
Yes, sir.
And I found the source of that snap on the 22 set, silver set. It's in the middle of the lens on the quarter set.
Got you.
Yeah. There it is right there.
Oh.
But you know what? It's not hardly noticeable.
It's just above the S in USA, correct?
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you, Teacher 1388. He says, if you like what you see, please go and subscribe to the channels, Son of a Silver Stacker, Tiny Numismatics, and this channel, Coin is Making Sense.
Don't subscribe to that tiny guy. He's weird.
Yeah, the guy 2 triple S. Yeah, didn't want to think twice.
Take a
All
long
right.
pause. Think it over.
The case is open.
Oh, here it comes. Drum roll, please.
Okay, so, and it is surprising how much easier these are coming out of this cell.
These are the 2022 folks.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying for the penny.
He said, "I want to be free."
Maybe
I
that's why I
want
was so
to break free.
cockeyed in the things, because it's looser.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, okay, so I'm tearing the scale.
Why is everything so heavy in the future? Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational field?
12.75. So this is actually on the heavy side of the tolerance.
Heavier. Look at that. Because it should be according to the United States Mint, 0.399 troy ounces.
It's
Now that we know grams.
Let me go back to the spreadsheet.
Okay. 0.399.
Yeah.
So it says 0.4.
So yeah, it's supposed to be the 2022 0.41.
Would it be difficult to swap out after we measure the dime to troy ounces?
Yep.
He can actually click it right now to troy ounces.
I mean, it's your call. It's your call.
$0.410.
Is that teared out and everything? If we lift up the coin, is it going to be 0? Indeed, it is. Beauty. So that 0.410, if we compare that to this.
So that's heavier than the 2020.
And it's heavier. If this is indeed troy ounces, they're saying it's 0.399 troy ounces. While clearly you see that that's above 0.399 troy ounces.
So
that's a win.
You have to understand this is all within mint tolerance.
Yep. And it boils down to how the mint is reporting these numbers. And that's going to come back to the same question. Why would they not standardize the way they report the weights for the silver proof sets? We got a jumper.
Yeah. He really doesn't want to go in there.
Is that Lincoln set?
I know that Kennedy does look super awesome. Silver Wolverine loves that Kennedy.
All right. And we got Rosie. We are on ounces troy. So the number we are looking for is 0.079.
Yes, absolutely. 0.079. Watch it be heavier.
0.8082, which is the weight of 2020.
Excellent.
Wow.
Case closed. This was fantastic.
Grams, 2.54. So yeah, this is confirmed. This silver is still in there.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Beautifully done, dude. Thank you. See? Now we had an idea that
if you can adjust the scene.
If we had an idea that because Mickey Minsky had reported that he weighed the quarters on the live stream for us, and they came up all the same. The American women quarters and the last year's quarters or the 2020 quarters, they came out the same. And we now have confirmation. Not only are the quarters the same, like Mickey Minsky reported, we have confirmation of that report, but we also now are looking square at the dime and the Kennedy half dollar as being actually heavier than the Mint actually reports, because what they're doing and what I'm noticing and in that article is that yes, 0.199 is what they're reporting for troy ounces, but what the reporting is what the minimum you'll get. Like Kevin said, when they're delivering your internet speed, that's the minimum you're going to get no matter what. Now, like we saw on these two coins that we minted here were minted at the end, this Kennedy half dollar and the dime, they were clearly over the 0.199 or the 0.007 Do you understand? It's like it's totally clear now. They are saying this is the minimum you'll get, and if you get over, hey, congratulations. No big
Bonus.
deal though.
Congratulations, it's a bonus.
Yeah, boom. It's just, I think the confusion, and I think it was Samafar and Morbid Mike. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure, that brought this to our attention.
Rocky Superstar.
Rocky Superstar, yeah, he did as well. That's absolutely right. The thing is, it just boils down to the Mint not being consistent with their standardization of reporting their numbers. And, like I said, from going from troy ounces to grams, it's a shell game, like Kevin said.
But you know what? Now we can put it to rest, put that baby to bed, and hey, we now have empirical evidence.
Big time.
Yep.
There's no
Thank you, sir.
refuting any
Really
of that now.
appreciate that.
Silver Wolverine, this is a generic scale I picked up at a pawn shop,
$10.
which had it in between the jewelry, the coins, and the accessories.
And
If
fresh.
I was to say what they
I got
are.
mine for $8 off of eBay.
Yeah, you can get it for less than $10 on
Yeah.
Amazon, eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much it's just a good scale that weighs to the extra places for the grams.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to bounce. Listen, it's been a great morning. I really enjoyed this show. Thanks for having me. And I'm glad we finally got the answer that we were looking for, because and confirmation, really. And that's what it really boils down to. And to be mentioned in that article was pretty amazing. And wow. Even if I was not wrong or not right or not 100% right, I'll still take the publicity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, thank you, Paul Gilks.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Listen, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to every single channel you see. Son of a Silver Stacker.
Thank you, Triple S, for joining us.
Red Light 34. Good morning.
Yeah, Aunt Frey, good to see you.
Oh, Brian 64 said a minute ago he missed it. Can you weigh all those again?
You know what? I will be replaying. I will have this in a video. We will be having it live. Well, not live, but we did it live.
Yeah.
It was all done live in person. There's no tomfoolery, no skullduggery, no trickery whatsoever.
Yep.
This was all done in front of your eyes. It was all open in front of your eyes. I know you guys were cringing at my knife use with my hands being so close. But I mean, I have done these before.
Yep. But I appreciate you letting me come on. As always, yeah. Appreciate everybody. Got 31 people in here. It's amazing.
Man, nice.
Awesome. But I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. And you guys don't forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look.
Man, these gentlemen are a class act, and you know what? We report the news, but we're confirming it as well. And I want to thank Son of a Silver Stacker for bringing all of this to our attention. I want to thank Tiny for all of his help last night at the auction and for his help today. Hey, we got this all taken care of. This is all ironed out now. Mickey Minsky, where were you? We were just doing all of this. And the 2022 Kennedy was heavy. It was heavy. 12.75 grams. But yeah, man. Wolfie, so you know what? We're at our 1 hour, so I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We still have 31 people. I want each and every one of you to have a happy and safe 4th of July. Enjoy the company of friends, good times. Just like our wake-up call. So this is Kevin from Coins Making Sense. your spot for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a blessed day.